Hey, what's going on YouTube? UA Reviews here, and today I've got a Football 101 video, and today's topic is on ankle protection. So one of the most common injuries in football is injuries to the ankle, whether it's strains, sprains, or fractures. And all those injuries are very different in the severity, but ultimately you can't prevent an injury from happening, but you can make it less likely that's going to happen. And some of that can be based around products that you use for ankle protection, such as ankle braces, cleats, or spats. We're going to look at all three of these products here today. I have three that I've used quite a bit for ankle protection in myself, so I kind of have experience using all three of these products. I have the McDavid 195R ankle brace, have the Under Armour Highlight Cleat, and the Nike Straight Jackets. So we're going to go in depth with all three of these products. I'm going to show you some pros and cons about each one and kind of have more detail so you can maybe pick the best for your position and your kind of ankle protection needs. So first off, we're going to look at the McDavid ankle brace, and like I said before, this is the 195R level 3 protection from McDavid, and level 3 for McDavid is going to be their most protective product that they have, and obviously level 1 and 2 are going to be a little less protective, but when you go up to level 3 protection, you're going to have the most protection you can gain from this product, but there's going to be a cost to that. These are going to be kind of heavy to wear. It's not going to be suitable for every position. Being that they're most protective, I feel like I would trust these at the most to prevent like an ankle injury from happening, such as a sprain. When you look at price, these are one of the more pricier ankle braces out there. There's obviously a lot of different brands, so if you can find a cheaper brand, I think that's also good. But personally, I like McDavid because they stand behind their products as being a very protective ankle brace. Being that one of the most common injuries in football is injuries to the ankle, and that can it's a plague injury. So I think ankle braces are very key out there. If you do feel like you can have trouble with your ankles, if you've had trouble before, these are great to have. Now, like I said, the weight of these can be a little heavy when you're wearing them out there. If you're a speed type player, you need speed to perform well. These probably aren't going to be the best for you. I would personally probably recommend for a speed player, getting your ankles taped a little extra. But with these, being that I was a lineman, I felt like these were the best for me. It feels like tape on, it feels like tape pretty much on the outside. And being that, it really locks in your foot, so you don't really have a ton of mobility in it, and so that wouldn't be the best for speed type players that need all the mobility they can get. But with offensive and defensive linemen and other positions that do take a beating on their ankles, this would be a great product. And I really think that this product, it's one that I trust my ankles with. It's probably my favorite out of all these to put my trust in if I do have any ankle issues. And just kind of give you an overall look at kind of how this straps up. You've got two different straps that go around and come up here to the top part. You got Velcro, and these lace up kind of like a boot. So you've got one main strap up here that is great for actually locking down the top part of the ankle there, is kind of like to finish off, kind of prevents that high ankle sprain from kind of less likely happening. It's not very, you've got some areas where it has some elastic kind of around the foot area where you'll have not much there, but I really do feel like these are well made. I've had these for a couple of years now. They've both held up really well. The only kind of downside of this product is the price. They do range in the $30 to $40 range, so and with McDavid they only come with one in the packaging, so you could be spending $70, $80 on ankle braces. So you do kind of have to consider that, but personally I think it's best to wear two when you're out there performing. So right now I'm going to show you how to put this on. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys how to put on the McDavid 195R ankle brace. So take all your straps, and I like to unlace it a couple loops down and just kind of have like a big opening for my foot to go in. and like to have the side straps hanging off to the side so they're not in the way, and then you just slide your foot through. And you'll kind of want to wear some longer socks with these. I mean, you can use lower socks with them, but like sometimes you'll get blisters around here from the material rubbing against your skin, so that's something to kind of watch out. And then you just lace it up. And I should mention also that these ankle braces come in a lot of different sizes. I think the biggest size in an XL, but it goes by shoe size, and you'll be able to tell, like if you go to a store and you're looking at the ankle braces, you'll be able to see what size you need comparable to your shoe size. So, and you just finish tying it up. And then you take one of your straps, and the strap is going to finish on the same side that it starts on. So this starts on the right side. So you're going to go down, go around the ankle brace, go under your foot, and then come up here on the top. And then take the other strap, do the same thing. Just start on this side and finish on that side, and then just pull it tight. And then that's the two side straps. So, and then you take your final strap, big one across, and then you connect it to Velcro on the back here. So one thing that I sometimes don't like about these is sometimes, like especially this part, putting them on, this like little part down here that it's kind of movable, that'll sometimes get in your shoe, and it'll it's kind of have to, it takes me a while to get my ankle braces on the correct way, because my shoes from the inside, like it'll mess with the tongue of the shoe, and it'll like go up and it'll feel uncomfortable when I'm running and stuff. So as you can kind of tell, these really don't give me a lot of lateral motion with these, and that's a good thing too, because you don't want your ankle moving either that way, either the medial or lateral side. So that's one good thing about these, and it's probably just their best characteristic, being a very durable ankle brace. So we're going to move on to our next product now. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about the Under Armour Highlight Cleat. Now these cleats are unique in that they are a high top design, but they offer a low cut feel. So the comp fit sleeve makes up for the ankle protection that these cleats offer. What's great about the comp fit is it conforms to your foot, just kind of like how tape does. Personally, I think a good combo to go with is to tape your ankles, or have your ankles taped, and then wear the highlight cleat. If you do kind of have that ankle injury that's kind of been bothering you, that might be a good combo to go with. But if you don't necessarily have a history with that, these cleats are great. They offer you a lot of mobility in that, the brace part of the ankle, where you would think the most, there would be a little extra. It'd be a little heavier in that, but it's a very lightweight material, and that it forms to your foot and offers that mobility. But when you look at the cleats in themselves, they offer that high top design, but the real cleat is actually down here. So if you cut all that off, you'd have a low cut cleat, which I don't recommend doing, by the way. But you can lace them up just like a brace. They kind of offer that kind of spat kind of feel, but I'll talk about spatting here in a minute. I think this cleat in itself is great for skill players such as receivers, defensive backs, running backs, and other big skill players. But your linemen, they also offer the Under Armour Brawler cleat, which is just like the Highlight, but a little more rugged, offers a little more protection, I believe, and it's going to be a little heavier for linemen. But I don't have any experience with those. But with these, I felt like when I was wearing these, I felt very protected. I didn't feel like I needed tape or a brace, because you really can't wear a brace with these, just because the material needs to fit around your ankle, pretty smoothly. So right now, I'm going to show you guys how to put these on and just kind of show you how they look like. Okay, so when you're putting on the Under Armour Highlight Cleat, I would recommend leaving these laces really loose here on the top. I'm loosening a lot of these, and then just kind of opening it up like this. Pull the tongue out, and then slide your foot in. And you want to be careful putting these on, because they have been known to kind of rip when you're putting them on. But have a lot of space for your ankle. Kind of slide the comp fit, just pull the top part and just kind of slide your foot in easy. Pull the tongue up too, and your foot just should slide in. And then lacing these up, you want to pull all the laces. Just kind of grab them and pull them. So then you get a nice little fit there, and then just simply tie them back up. So I definitely feel like, I have a lot of, not as much. I'm still able to kind of move my ankle laterally and, have that ability to move laterally as I need. But, in the event, an injury can happen, these are going to be less protected than wearing braces. But I feel like, these offer a great amount of protection, just for about any position, whether you go with the Under Armour Brawlers or the Highlight Cleats. So, being that these are $109, they are going to be, our most expensive product we're looking at here today. But, you still have to involve the cleat, and I still think the cleat is a very good one to go with. But being $109, that is going to, and you shouldn't necessarily look at $109 as, the ankle protection, because you're still getting the cleat in itself. So, we're going to move on to the last one, the Nike Straight Jacket. And finally, we have the Nike Straight Jackets. So this is a new product to me. This was something I wanted to go ahead and include in the video. It's something I'm currently testing out and, still getting the feel of. So I can't really offer you a personal, background with this product, being that I just got it not long ago. But I'm currently testing it and just going to kind of see how it works out. But I figured also I'm going to talk about spatting and cleat covers in general with this product. Now, personally, my opinion on spatting is I don't think it's the best way to be protected from ankle injuries. And when I say that, when you buy the spatting tape or, athletic tape, whatever you spat your cleats with, obviously you're going to have to pay money for the tape in itself. And, I really don't believe that, the tape is supposed to go on the cleat, because if you think about it, where your injury is happening is inside, inside your shoe. It's happening at your bones and your ligaments in there. Having that tape there is going to prevent, not necessarily prevent, but, make it less likely to happen, because of, it's going to hold all that together. When you're in football, you're moving in all different directions. Your foot can, slide a different way and, tear a ligament. So, and being that, the actual protection is on the outside of the foot and, the outside of the shoe, I just don't feel like that's the best way to be protected, because, you're still offering mobility, but, your ankle from the inside, portion of the shoe, where it all lives in there, I don't feel as being protected enough. But with the Nike Straight Jackets, used them for a little bit for what I did. I feel like these offered, fairly a good amount of protection. Obviously, I need to test them kind of in in an athletic setting, whether it be at my flag football league or whatever. But these are, and one thing that's kind of tough about these is, how to put these on, and it is kind of confusing. And I've kind of had to learn here on YouTube how to put them on, because I got them without a box. So, and they have all these different straps. So, I'm going to show you how to put them on. And okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys how to put on the Nike Straight Jackets. So you want to start off by already having your cleats already on, laced up how you like them, because once you get the Straight Jackets on, you're not going to be able to adjust your cleats unless you want to take these off again. And it is kind of a long process to get them on. So what you want to first do is, where your actual cleat cover is, the parts that's shown on the box, you want to take where the Nike logo is, this cover, the neoprene cover, and pull it through and turn it inside out. So just like that. So this is what starts your first step if you're following along on the box. Now, I didn't get a box, and I had to learn from YouTube. So you'll start off here. Your first step is to put your cleat through here around this elastic and get it around your cleat where you don't have any cleats that are touching this or anything. Just kind of like the smooth part of your cleats, kind of like right back in here. If you can see that, how my cleats are. So like I said, you want to make sure these are you have them on the right shoe. So this is the left one. I'm putting it on my left shoe. So here's step one, and you just put your cleat, you put the straitjackets through over your shoe. It's kind of a long process because you be very careful doing this. You definitely want to have a lot of time. If you say to do this, you wouldn't want to be rushed to get into practice or a game trying to put these on quick. So make sure you got enough time to put these on. So you got to do it on both. So okay, so I've got it on and they're not covering any cleats right now. So next you have the number 2 strap here on the back, and you're going to connect it to this Velcro, or it has a Velcro strap to connect right here. So you just connect it, pull it tight, and connect it to that side. There's a place for it there. So you have your back strap now. Okay, and then number 3 is pretty important. On some cleats, some Nike cleats I know, they have a little cleat in the back here, and you just kind of have to watch out. These Nitro 3s don't have anything back there, so I can run it through it. And you run it through the back 2 studs of your cleats, or whatever kind of cleat pattern design you have, but you run it through there, and you'll have it, and you're going to connect it. It has 2 parts here. This is the number 3 straps, so you have 2 Velcro straps. You're going to connect one to each side. So you're going to just pull it tight and then connect one side, and then pull the other one tight and connect the other. So okay, so the last 2 straps are the number 4 strap, and what you're going to do with the number 4 strap is you're going to go across the cleat and then come back around and finish up high on the Velcro. So you'll connect it up here high, and that one definitely offers a lot of high support, so definitely like that strap to be pretty tight, kind of lock down the ankle. And then finally, the last step is to pull the straitjacket covers to the top here and connect the Velcro. So you'll just take it, and like I said before, be careful putting these over your cleats. You don't want to mess up your traction or rip these, so pull them tight, and then you have a Velcro strap here, and it connects over here to this little Velcro piece, and then you just connect these, and that's how you get them on. So they definitely offer a lot of side-to-side movement protection, that lateral and medial protection that kind of like the ankle braces in themselves. I mean, I like these. I'm really wanting to test these out a little more. They come in a lot of different colors. The sizing on it is very important. You want to connect it to your shoe size. And, if you look online, they have the size that you need to order, for what shoe size you have. So yeah, we're going to go back and wrap up this video. Okay, so we've looked at all these different ways to protect your ankles in football. If you guys have any more questions on any of these products, I'd be happy to answer them for you, so just leave them in the comments. But that's going to do it for this video. Be on the lookout for more Football 101 videos. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for updates on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.